Hello, hello, hello to all of my Aries. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a special reading. Okay, for my Aries, we're going to get right into your reading. You know your ruling planet, Aries, Mars, is going retrograde next Wednesday. Today is September the 6th, so it's going to be going retrograde on September 9th, Wednesday, September 9th. And so we'll talk a little bit about that coming up on Tuesday's reading, what that means for you. What do we know about our Aries? While I'm shuffling the cards and getting ready and feeling for energy, what do we know about our Aries? Our Aries have very strong leadership, and we're talking about high vibrating Aries. Very strong leadership, amazing self-confidence. You all have very positive energy. You all are very brave. You're creative. You're courageous. You're determined. You're confident. You're enthusiastic. You're optimistic. You're honest, and you're passionate, right? That is for my high vibrating Aries. Now, what else do we know about our Aries? He says that it's in the fire element, right? And not only that, your opposite sign, Aries, would be the Libra. Okay, so if you're interested in a personal reading, please contact me at 202-460-3205, both inside the United States and outside of the United States. The number is the exact same. If you're outside of the United States, please use WhatsApp and dial the country code number 1. Let's get into your reading, Aries, and see what the cards have to say. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, in all areas of their lives, specifically in areas of spirituality and where they need to take action, also in areas of power and intellect, also areas of creativity and emotions, also in areas of money and wealth. What information do we have for our Aries on today? The thing that people like the most about Aries is Aries courage. Okay, so that's your keyword, Aries, is courage. Now, if your frequency is starting to get out of alignment, first you want to check some things. First, you want to check the people around you, the spirits around you, because they have an enormous amount of effect on you, on everybody. But that's what you want to check first, because that could be causing some issues and problems. Whether it's family members, romantic, platonic, doesn't matter. You want to check the energies around you. But the most likable trait for Aries is your courage. So always keep that in mind, Aries. If you start to feel like some things are out of alignment for you, or you start to feel like, outbursts of anger, lack of patience, impulsive behavior, your solar plexus chakras could be either underactive or overactive. So that may be something that you want to check. So let's get into your reading. Okay. All right. By the way, I'm using the Light Seers tarot cards on today. So this is what I'll be using, pulling for you all. Yeah. Okay. Woo. Let's see what we have for the Aries. Let's put some things in perspective here. Again, this is a special reading for my Aries. So let's get started. By the way, like I said, and I'm going to reiterate this again, that for a lot of my Aries, you all have some major changes happening in your lives right now. Major changes happening in your life. And so this general reading, again, is for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And so I want to just show you a couple of things, what I'm seeing here. A lot of you have sailed away from some drama. And you're good with sailing away. That's the Six of Wands here, right? All right. You all are victorious. You feel inner peace, with your decision that you all made. You feel validated. You're just internal harmony, internal peace, right? So this is the Six of Swords here. I'm sorry, Six of Swords, right? So Six of Swords, again, a lot of you will have sailed away from drama, and you're at peace with your decision to sail away with drama. You're just letting go of things, and there's a lot of inner harmony happening, right? You're leaving the past behind. You're transitioning, right? So this is the Six of Swords here. And put all of these in perspective so I can show you all something, what I'm looking at here. You know, for a lot of you, you all will be celebrating your decision with your friends to just sail away. This is your transition period, right? And so you all are going through some wonderful times right now. Like I said, when people transition, a lot of times you're shedding some dead skin and something has died so that something beautiful can be reborn, right? And so people are actually celebrating with you, and that's a wonderful thing. Okay, Aries, like I said, your planet, your ruling planet Mars, is going retrograde on September 9th. And so Mars really governs your energy, your libido, your will, your sexual drive, your romantic attraction, creative drive, and those kind of things, right? So that's what Mars governs, right? And that's your ruling planet. Yours and Scorpio's, by the way, is one of Scorpio's ruling planet, but it's Aries ruling planet. And so you're celebrating the fact that you have sailed away from some things. And not only that, you know, for a lot of people, their lives are in perfect synergy. This is a Three of Pentacles. Perfect synergy, right? That's, you know, in sync. Your energy is in sync with the people that you are either working with or in business with or whatever, but your life is good, right? Life is just really, really good. Also, I'm looking at some legacy and generational wealth with this Ten of Pentacles right here. Your family is happy. Things are just good. And I'm talking about the people that you have chose to come into that space, that family space, right? Whether they're friends that you consider family or blood relatives or whatever, but things are just looking real good for you. And like I said, people are celebrating you. People are genuinely happy for you, right? I also see for you advancement, prospects, you know, exploration time for you. This is the Two of Wands. And I also see double strength, right? That your life is balanced. So wonderful things for my Aries. And then I'm looking at the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is about you being illuminated from the inside. See, let me get in close here. This is about you being illuminated from the inside. Pure potential, new beginnings. Like I said, some of you have sailed away from a lot of drama, you know, things that may have hurt you in the past, and you've just moved on. You know, you just moved on in your life, whether you have physically moved on in your life or you have moved on spiritually. So for a lot of Aries, you all have ascended to a new dimension. So whereas before you were in the third dimension and you saw things around you, okay, drama, people's mess, the whole 9 yards. Now you have ascended and you're real good with where you are right now. And that's why your life is in sync, right? And like I said, don't be so nervous when planets go retrograde. Like I said, your ruling planet Mars is going retrograde in a couple of days. And so when it goes retrograde, it just simply means that it's still moving forward, just moving forward at a slower pace, right? And so that's not the time to go into take any direct action for anything. That's the time to kind of slow down and just, do things that have been incomplete in your life. So that's time if you want to renovate something, you want to start repairing some things or whatever, repairing like some home projects or whatever that you have. That's the time to do that. It's just slow down and just take it all in, you know, Aries, and just relax and just kind of, like I said, whether it's home projects, finishing some things, because you've been through a lot. So this is your time to just sit down and just focus on you, like really, really just focus on you. Like I said, this is a Three of Swords. This is about heartbreak, sometimes rejection, but it also means getting to the heart of the matter, right? So let me move these back a little bit so we can really, really focus. This is about you getting to the heart of the matter, whatever the matter is, because like I said, a lot of you have just sailed away from just drama. You're like, okay, I'm over it. I'm good right now. I'm just in a good place, right? And so also, when I'm looking at right here is that this is Four of Cups. Four of Cups is you being in rumination mode. Rumination is about deep thought about something. This is introspection mode, right? And so this is what is taking up your headspace right now. You're just in introspection mode. You're thinking about a lot of things. And by your planet going retrograde, I just want to share your ruling planet going retrograde. I want to share with you in particular, Aries, that's the time to slow down and focus on things that's important to you, whatever that is. That's picking back up a hobby. That is just focusing on you. You, right? I'm also looking at the Five of Cups, right? So the Five of Cups is about Um, sometimes looking at life is like, feeling a little deprived of love, but it's also about perspective, right? So the Five of Cups is see, okay, so look here. You can either see the glass is half full or half empty, right? And so what's the upside of you walking away or you sailing away from things that hurt you in the past? The upside is that now that you've elevated and you're loving yourself deeper and harder, and you know what's most important for you in life, then it's an opportunity to welcome things that's on your frequency, that's vibrating at the same frequency as you are, into your life, right? So this is what we're talking about, perspective. This is all about your perspective, looking at things with the glass half full versus half empty. And like I said, you've been through a lot. So this is the time to slow down, take it all in. And for a lot of people, you are just kind of sort of remembering a time of just like acknowledging your inner child. Perfect time, right? That your planet is about to go retrograde. Your ruling planet is about to go retrograde. And actually it applies to everybody, but because it's your ruling planet, it's going to affect you the most, right? And so like I said, I'm going to go back with this. Mars really governs your energy, your libido, your will, your sexual desires, your romantic attraction, creative desires, all those things, or your creative drive. So this is the time for you to kind of get back into some things that are most important to you. Focus on the things that are most important. The people who are out of your life now, the drama that you've had to sail away from, you're at peace with sailing away from that. You've really come to terms with, you know what? I'm doing what's best for me. And this feels good. And so to some degree, like I said, you may be thinking about what hurt you in the past, but nevertheless, okay, we got the world. I'm gonna put the world card here for just a second. This is a major arcana. This is the world card. I want you to see this for a second because I want to show you something. So this is not going to last long in terms of like feeling some kind of way or being in rumination mode, really deep thought about too much of this. It's not going to last too much longer. This is going to come to a halt for you. This is going to come to an end for you of even giving this too much more energy, really, because actually it's going to come to a point where you just feel like, you know what, I made the best decision for me, and that's all that matters. And look, here we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is about the fruits of your labor. Right? This is about your investment. This is about you being patient, putting roots, planting those seeds. And this is about just being patient with those seeds that you planted, right? This is fruits of your labor. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Again, having to do with money, right? All of these things coming to fruition. So it's going to feel like once you've cleared away all the cobwebs in your life, and I'm talking about the people who are not on your same vibration, once you got away from all of that and you sailed away from all of that and you just feel good about your decision, guess what? When your planet goes retrograde very, very soon, like I said, it's September 9th, your ruling planet Mars goes retrograde, and you have the time to sit down and think and start to see these things, the fruits of your labor, come to fruition. It's going to be like, okay, I'm so glad. I am so glad that things happen the way that they did. A lot of times we don't see people's purpose in our lives or why things happen the way that they happen. We just know that they happen. But to some degree, you start to feel like, wait a second, I may have planned this thing differently if I had my choice, but since things happen the way that they happen, I'm going to go with the flow. I'm just going to accept it as is and just go with it. What I love about the World card here is the World card is attached to Saturn, right? And Saturn is now retrograde until September 29th. Right, so Saturn is the planet that governs responsibility, and it symbolizes the ethic of hard work. So like I said, you've been putting in all the hard work that you're about to be rewarded for all of that. And so this is really about freedom from fear. This is about completion. It's about achievement. It's also about being rewarded for hard work. It's time for celebration of yourself and celebrating of others and just feeling like the world is your oyster. That's why I said when your planet goes retrograde, which is in a couple of days, and for some people it may have already started to happen, you are just, like I said, you're illuminated from the inside. You're seeing things for what they really are. You know, you've planted those seeds and you're starting to see the fruits of that, and you're focusing on what matters the most, which are, like I said, this is legacy wealth, right? You've already planted the seeds. This is, you're focusing on family members and friends and colleagues that are important to you. You're not focused on the drama that surround other people's life. This is because you've ascended, right? You've ascended. You're in another dimension. You're in another realm. And for you, it feels great. And like I said, this right here, a lot of times it represents heartbreak, it represents betrayal, but it also represents getting to the heart of the matter. So what that looks like is that you had to sit down and have a long, hard talk with yourself about who and what matters in your life. And you've drawn the conclusion that, you know what, I'm going to do what's best for me. And I'm so proud of you, Aries, because it's been a long time coming for you. And so now it's like, you're singing, you know, Pharrell's song, Because I'm Happy, right? The title is Happy, but now you're happy. You're in a really, really good place. And if you're thinking about anything, again, for those of you whose perspective may be on the pessimistic side, you have the power and control to turn that thing around and focus on the silver lining in your life. Yeah, things may not have happened the way that you preferred that they happen, but they happened. And guess what? It was the best thing to happen to you and for you, right? So let's get an oracle card and see what we pull for an oracle card. I'm really, really happy for you, Aries, because like I said, now you're focusing on the things that matter the most. You may not have been happy with how things happen, but you're happy that they happened, right? And again, you know, I talk to a lot of Aries, and for the Aries that I have not talked to, if you want a personal reading, please contact me. They are 50% off right now until September 22nd. My number is 202-460-3205, both inside the United States and outside of the United States. If you're calling from outside the United States, please use country code 1 and use WhatsApp, because it's going to be very cost efficient for you. All right, so let's see what the oracle card has to say. Worthiness. The number 9. I love this. Look, you are worthy of all the happiness and the joy that's happening in your life right now. You are worthy. I love this. I love, love, love. Right? You know, the number 9 is also associated with the letter I. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about your happiness. Right now, you have insights. You have great interest. Your intuition is on high. Also, you have intellectual solutions bringing to things. You have a lot of ideas. And that's why I say when your planet goes retrograde, all those things that you wanted to do to tie up, go ahead and tie up any loose ends, right? You are worthy of everything that you want to happen in your life. All those other relationships that you had, well, let me see. Let me find the card. 6 of Swords. Those relationships with those dramatic people, you let it fade to black and you just keep it moving forward. Look at you. You just let it fade to black and you just keep it moving forward, because you are worthy of all those things. You have so many wonderful ideas, and it's time to get to those, right? It's time to get to those. And we're not talking about starting up new things, right? Because when your planet goes retrograde, this is not about starting up new ideas. This is about finishing and wrapping up some things that you already been working on, some projects. You know, those things, for some people, they may start a project and then they just, because there's so much drama going on in their lives, not your drama, but other people's drama around you, that you just feel like, gosh, I don't even have time to finish the things that I've been wanting to finish. Now is the time that you can start finishing those things. Now is the time where you start focusing on, and I love the number 9, right? Because the number 9 is about inspiration, right? Through intuition. It's about intelligence of the heart, reaching for infinite outcomes. So many wonderful things that happen with the number 9. And like I said, all of this is coming to whatever feelings that you had, that rumination, that you feeling like, where's the card that I just had? Where is the one that I was just looking for that I just had? Like I said, getting to the heart of the matter for you. You've gotten to the heart of the matter. You knew exactly what you needed to do to get past all of this, and you did it, right? You've risen to another level, and so now you're feeling good about it. So like I said, this 5 of Cups right here is really, really about perspective. All you have to do, if for those of you who have not changed your perspective in all of this. All you have to do is turn around and change your perspective. Remember, I was talking about before, we were talking about chakras, right? So your solar plexus chakra, this is for the ones who may be experiencing still some sadness or feeling like things are kind of out of balance. Your solar plexus chakra is all about standing in your power and getting in touch with your inner warrior fire and your self-esteem, right? And so some things that you can do, and I'm talking specifically to the people who may not be vibrating at their highest frequency right now. You can do some meditation. Meditation is excellent. You also want to grab your crystals, and the crystals that you if you have like yellow citrine, if you have amber, if you have yellow topaz, yellow tiger's eye, rutilated quartz, those resonate the most with your solar plexus chakras, right? Another thing that you all can do is core strengthening exercises, core strengthening yoga, putting together puzzles. For some of you, it's sunbathing, or just getting some plain old vitamin D by going outside and walking in the sun, which will raise your vibrations as well. And also taking a really courageous action, right? Doing something that you've never done before, which could look like, just dancing around the house, turning on some high vibrating music and just dancing around the house, and, grabbing a hairbrush and singing into the hairbrush to the top of your lungs, just doing things that this is in celebration of you for just finally taking the leap to do what you want to do and to do what's best for you, because finally you realize how worthy you are. You are worthy of all the happiness that your heart can handle, right? And so this is about turning the page, turning a new chapter in your life. And so for some of you, it feels so good. It's almost like this person right here. Look at this person. This is you, elevated. I'm talking to masculine and feminine energy. This is you. You've elevated to another level. You're in another dimension at this point. You sailed away from all the drama. You're like, okay, I'm going to keep who in my life who I know who has my best interest at heart. If they're in the same vibration as I am, they're at the same frequency that I'm on, then you can stay. If you're not, then those people are just going to fall off anyway, because you've ascended. See, you've ascended, right? And so right now, you're freedom from any kind of fear. You feel fulfilled right now. Life is just great for you. And this is for my Aries. Again, this is a special reading for all of my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is Queen Amun Ra. I hope you have a fantastic week. Okay? Bye.